Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel where sometimes we do some mukbang videos. So I'm about to release this video around the first part of December or last week of November. So today we're here at Sushi Mania. So this is around 12 noon here in the United Kingdom in London. The place is Whetstone. It's where this branch of Sushi Mania is located. So when I have a craving for Japanese food, aside from the previous restaurant that we featured, Yokoso, a Japanese restaurant, this is also my other favorite, Sushi Mania. I love their food because I feel that their food is quite fresh. So I think they have a good supplier and also their processing and handling of the food, which preserves the freshness. So the ambiance is good and just don't expect too much, but it's good. It looks like it resembles like a Japanese Zen garden, though it's not like in the movies. So we're getting in the restaurant now, blessing the food. I was also checking the positioning of the camera. So our entree is, or appetizer is Japanese. Oh, that's the kimchi. It's Korean and tuna nigiri with some clam sashimi. Just some plain wasabi sauce and some ginger and the seaweed, my favorite. So I got two of it. Yeah. You know, guys, if you're just with me, I would have loved to share you the food that I'm having. You know, it brings me pleasure serving food to people. Going back, I did not order the salmon nigiri because we have a craving for tuna here. Tuna is a bit rare than salmon. And that's the clam sashimi. If you will watch till the end of this video, you will see me. I was not able to consume the kimchi because I would really love to, but I was really full. The price did increase a bit compared to the last time I went here last month. So I usually go here once a month. And going to back to the food, this is the soft shell crab salad. Soft shell crab salad. And this is pork tonkatsu. Pork tonkatsu. If you can see in this meal, I did not get or order some rice because I did use noodles as rice substitute here. And in my own opinion and experience, rice is quite unhealthy compared to wheat noodles. Okay, so that tempura, shrimp tempura has arrived. And beef kushiyaki or barbecue. And salmon teriyaki. So just to give you a focus of what the food looks like, especially I really love the sashimi. Oh, I'm stuck with the sashimi. I mean, I'm focusing right now that salmon teriyaki. That was the salmon teriyaki, and that's the beef yakisoba or the noodles, the shrimp tempura, and a while ago we glanced at the beef barbecue or beef kushiyaki. Yeah, that's the salmon teriyaki, and that's the beef kushiyaki. And the soft shell crab. So in this, going back to what we have discussed, I did not eat or order some rice because I ordered noodles, and you can see I'm fat, but I was fatter before. After I started becoming more conscious of the carbs that I'm taking, I don't deprive myself from carbs, but I do think that if I already have a lot of carbs, like for example in this case from the noodles, there's no need for me to order rice. And there we were discussing on if it's possible, if I can consume this, if I can bring this home with me. And it turns out that I was really hungry and none was left for me to bring home of any value. The serving of the pork tonkatsu is quite big. and it's quite crunchy, and it's not only crunchy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside. So that's what I like with pork tonkatsu. Juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside. And I'm now trying the salmon teriyaki. I really love their salmon teriyaki. I don't know why they don't make tuna teriyaki, but their salmon teriyaki is quite good, so that's an exception. I mentioned a while ago that I only ordered the tuna sushi or nigiri, but I've ordered salmon teriyaki. Yeah, the nigiri. Yeah, as I've mentioned, salmon is too common here in terms of having it as sushi. So we're inclined to tuna, and tuna is much better than salmon for me if it's a sashimi or a sushi. But if you make it as teriyaki, salmon teriyaki, oh my goodness, it melts. If the salmon is of high quality and the freshness was preserved, it's fatty and it's rich with omega-3, which is, they say, it's good for the heart, and it melts in your mouth. You will not regret it. So we tried now the beef kushiyaki. I'm just looking at the footage right now, and I didn't quite remember. Okay, so I gave the shrimp tempura a go now. I really love their shrimp tempura. So when I go there, it's all I remember. So I'm watching the video right now, so okay. Because yeah, what's registering in my mind is how I love the tempura, the shrimp tempura. So they have different kinds of tempura that you can order or choose from. They have the eggplant or aubergine tempura, which is not bad, but I prefer the shrimp tempura. And they also have the oyster tempura. I prefer the my oysters as fresh, not as tempura, so I prefer just having the shrimp. And they also have, aside from the eggplant tempura, they have vegetable tempura, which is a combination of several vegetables, which I only tried once, and I can't remember which vegetables are those. So I tried it like 2 years ago when I came here. I'm just checking the camera if it's still in focus. If you prefer a silent video, please give me a feedback in the comments. I I'll stop doing the voiceovers. I do see people doing some mukbang videos, and the capture is quite good. It's direct on their faces and they're eating the food. So I'm still trying to figure this out, guys, and how I can improve it. And I also love the soft shell crab. The one in the white bowl near the camera, there's the soft shell crab salad. It's quite good because the shell is soft, and when you bite it, it's crunchy. And the vinaigrette and some sauces has been absorbed by the crispy outer layer of the crab, which is quite good. Sadly, though, I was not able to really indulge myself with the lettuces that came with the salad. Let's segue a bit. I would like to talk about other YouTubers or bloggers doing mukbang videos. I'm just amazed that if you watch me in this video, at the latter part, you see me like looking and staring out of the thin air. That's the part that you're you're already about full, but yeah, I can still have a go. But it's what they term as food coma. So I stare and I said, I'm full. I'm almost full. Okay, I'll give it a little go. But some people or bloggers that I saw, they don't have that look that they're about to have food coma because they're full. I just don't know how they do it. They're quite amazing, and you're just amazed on them retaining their figure like that lady, the Chinese lady, which I still need to check the name. There's this Nick Avocado. Yeah, he became, they said, wealthy because of doing this video. So he became fat, yeah, doing the video. So that's authentic. No cheating. And lately they showed a footage of him losing weight, and he was like mocking those people who were saying mean things to him, that he has let himself go. The salmon, I mean the pork tonkatsu that I'm having in the video, it comes with a dip. It looks like an English brown sauce, but it's not actually a brown sauce. It's not hoisin sauce. I just don't know what it is. And I'm getting some tempura right now, and I love to drink the warm sauce or dip that the tempura comes with. I really love it. Back then, I used to pair that with rice. Yeah, even if there's no meat, just the rice and the dip of the tempura. I would have ordered two servings of tempura, but I just decided to just focus with one. I did regret it because I love the tempura. Love their tempuras. You know what's tricky with tempura is that if you if your batter is not that cold, it will end up like shrimp tonkatsu. So your batter must be really cold before you fry it, or I mean dip the shrimp on the batter, cold batter, to achieve that nice crispy outcome. So this is the soft shell crab. I don't know how they got the soft shell crab, whether it's really a crab that's in the process of molting or they get it somewhere. I still need to research that. The last time I tasted some soft shell crab, or not really tasted because I'm tasting that right now. Um, an actual soft shell crab was when I went to a market in Asia, but it was just one crab on the process of molting. That's the reason why the shell is quite soft. But I still need to research how they get this soft shell crab, or whether there's a process to make it like that. I also love their salmon sashimi. Oh dear. Correct. I'll correct myself. I was saying salmon teriyaki. And you know, salmon teriyaki goes well with rice too. Steamed rice or boiled rice. But at this time, I just don't want to indulge myself that much. So I already have the noodles, which is a load of carbohydrate. So it will be too much if I still got the rice. And a while ago, I have another craving for the shrimp tempura, but I just want to give into it. But yeah, I really love their shrimp tempura. And it's made of king prawns. So you can really feel the meat and the batter. It's not like I did try some. It was this was in the Philippines though. That I haven't tried it in the UK. That there's a tempura we're in, a shrimp tempura we're in. It's just the batter, a large batter with a tiny piece of shrimp in it. So it's quite sad in a way that you thought that the shrimp is there's a lot of meat in it, and when you dip it and bite it, you dip it in the sauce and you bite it, and you get shocked that it's just mostly batter. So this is not the case. You can really feel the meat in the covered in the batter. And what I love with their shrimp tempura is that even if you don't like bite it immediately, like there's a delay of 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, the batter, the crispy batter is not going to soften or moisten and become soggy, which is the case of some tempura from other restaurants. But this one, it stayed crispy even if I did not have it immediately, because I ate the pork tonkatsu first. Here in the UK, if you're a working class and you'd like to save money, you really need to cook. So I seldom go out. Just a few instances in a month. It's much cheaper to buy things from the grocery than you cook it. And what I advise is just try to adapt. This is to save. Just try to adapt eating local British food. Because if you like, you prefer a certain kind of food like Indian food, Filipino food, and you go to those Filipino store and Indian store, and you have the Filipino and the Indian food, these stores tend to jack up the price of the products, which I think is justifiable since they import that from the overseas, and perhaps they charge you for the handling and the taxes imposed on the food from the Philippines and India. Chinese food can be expensive, but I don't know why. If you go to Chinese stores, like my friends there in Leicester Square, their products is that they sell is quite affordable. So yeah, my tip to save is you cook and then you try to adapt to British food, which is cheaper or let's say affordable. You can also try to adapt your the way you plan your meal, because some foods, if it's only just the meat or pork or chicken or beef, it's not it's not really quite expensive here. It's affordable, those kind of meats. So you can cook your own type of meal according to what you prefer, like Indian, Chinese, Filipino food. But if you will look for those special ingredients, which is not usually available here and it needs to be exported, well, it will cost you a premium. That's what I noticed. The soft shell crab. And the vinaigrette is quite good too, but I would have indulged myself on the lettuce, but there's still plenty of food. I don't want it to get wasted, and if you take out the lettuce and place it in the fridge, it's not going to last long. So it's just a waste of time, taking it out. Salads are good eaten fresh. So you prepare the salad and you eat it, and it's not good to really have it prepared and then you place it in the fridge, eat it tonight or tomorrow. Unless it's those type of salad which becomes like a pickle and with sauces that will help preserve it. Is coleslaw a salad? I think so. So those type of things like a coleslaw. I would really love if they follow the Koreans, wherein the Koreans have those metal chopsticks, which is not disposable. But I think it's their business model, I think, wherein it's a waste of time and expense washing this with soap. So that soap is money. So they just use the disposable one. But I prefer using those metal chopsticks like in the Korean restaurants. Okay, so this is the time I think where I'm having like a food coma where I can feel it that I'm already full. So this is the part where I envy some of the vloggers that are doing mukbang videos. We're in. Even if they seem full, they have the enthusiasm still, and they don't have that look that they're about to have a food coma or pass out. So this part, I can feel it that I'm already full, and I'm about to say quits, but I still love the Japanese seaweed, so I'm still giving it a go. And a touch of wasabi sauce. And let's just talk about this kelp. So this is originally from Japan, but there's a video in the internet showing that they're starting to cultivate this type of seaweed in Brazil and Peru. So this came from a kelp, a large kelp. The leaves of the kelp is 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter wide, and then they cut it into thin strips. That's why you see those thin strips. I love this seaweed salad. I can't really have enough of it. Those the white thing that you see on the plate where the salmon teriyaki was are mung bean sprouts that were sauteed. It's just too much. I can't take it. I already have the seaweeds as a fiber. So the Japanese seaweed, it's a good source of fiber because even if you chew it well, it's going to come out on the other passage as it is still. So it sweeps your stomach and your colon quite well. So I think I'm too full to still have the sauteed mung bean sprout. So I'm just trying to finish here the yakisoba noodles, beef yakisoba. So just to talk about yakisoba, so the Japanese have specific terms for their noodles like yakisoba and udon. So I think yeah, this is the yakisoba type. We're in, and the other one, there are terms to differentiate whether it's sauteed or it comes with a soup. So I think we'll discuss it in depth in my future videos. So just bringing that up. Okay, so we're finished now because I can't gouge more on the lettuce. That's it. So there's a lot left of the kimchi, which I really regret because I love kimchi. And if you've reached this far in the video, thank you for watching. And this is the cost of the meal that I've got. Around 72 pounds and some odd pence. And thank you for watching my video and you have a nice day ahead.